Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Okewumi, and this is the Women's Talk Show. As we know, the lockdown has been eased for this week, just this week. I actually stepped out for the first time in 4 weeks, and that was yesterday. I went to Egbeda, and well, for me the road was so free. I don't know about other routes, but I took the route from Bagada to Oshodi, then Oshodi to Egbeda. The road was very free, and you know what? For the first time in my entire life, I entered public transport and I was very comfortable because we were just two on a seat, like no touching. I was like, if this is how it can be always, I mean, I'll just be taking public transport instead of ordering Uber, because it was very comfortable and the air was fresh. Well, I think Lagosians are trying their best to stick to the rules, social distancing, but you see the banking sector, I don't think that rule is being obeyed, because every time you pass in front of a bank, you see people clustered together like nothing is happening. Everybody's just struggling to enter the bank. Everybody's on the queue and they are staying too close to each other. A lot of them haven't forgotten to put on their face masks. Lagosians, after one day like this, they will wear the masks. The next day they forget. Like everybody's just walking around their daily activities. But please, despite the fact that people are doing what they like, you just try your possible best to stay safe. And if you're going to go out, please, your face masks and your gloves, if possible, if you can, wear your hand gloves. Well, back to what we are discussing for today. What do I have for you today? How do you handle low self-esteem? That's what I want to talk to you about, and I'm talking to you from experience, because I've been there and I know what it feels like to want to speak up and you can't because you are scared of something and all. So I'm going to share my story and how I overcame my low self-esteem. Well, so today I'll be talking about how to handle low self-esteem. Now I had low self-esteem growing up because I came from a very fancy neighborhood, but I was not always allowed to go out. I was just always in my house. If my neighbors want to talk to me, they will stay outside. I'll be in the veranda and be listening. I wasn't really engaged socially. So when I step out, even in class, I usually had this low self-esteem. When I was in primary school, I didn't have low self-esteem because I used to play. I can play for Africa, so I don't even really care. But when I started becoming very conscious of myself and the things I do, growing up, your sense would change, your mentality. I started, becoming very shy and scared to speak out and all. So when I went to junior school, I went to a boarding house and I went to a federal school in Coats. So when I went there, I saw that I was very small among my peers, like among my fellow classmates. Like when we were in junior school, like most of them were very huge, big, I was just very, very, very tiny. I was so small. So I was like, hey, Jesus. I was scared most of the times. I couldn't voice out my opinions. I was bullied at some point in school. I was bullied. It was very challenging for me, because imagine you want to say something and you're just very intimidated. You're at that time, let me tell you guys the truth, I was very, I don't want to use the word ugly, but I was not beautiful. Okay, I was beautiful, but I don't know the word to use. I was on low cuts. At that time when I'm leaving the house, they will cut my hair very low. God, it was very challenging. And I'm like, yes, that time they used to tell me I look like a boy. That was the challenging thing. They used to tell me I look like a boy. So most of my sisters used to say, they'll be saying he, and I'm like, I'm like, mom, a girl, like, oh, you're a girl, sorry. And that thing, so because of that, I didn't like attention. I didn't like people focusing on me. Let me just be ugly on my own in my space before they come and notice me and say, oh, that girl. And my classmates used to laugh at me that time sometimes. You know, when my sister would say, what is wrong with him? Did I be like, ma, she's not a boy, she's a girl. I'm like, why did you cut it? Why? And that time I don't wear earrings. That was another thing that always made them think I was a boy. So I couldn't even see. I just don't like attention. So I don't even bother to say things that would make people look at me. I don't bother to talk so that people would not look at me and notice how ugly I am. Let me just be on my own. So that was one of the things I was running away from that made me have low self-esteem. But then I loved my classmates, the ones in my class, like directly. We had like 6 arms. But my own classmates, I loved them. They were very free and they don't really care about things like that. But in the hostels, at that time we had different classes of girls. You know, now we had the bigger girls, we had the popular girls. You get? So I really was shy, and I wanted to join the press club in school because me, I really like talking and all. But I can't the reason I'm saying, hey, you know fine. Say then go even look your side, that kind of thing. See, it really affected me. Things that I should have done then that I couldn't do back in junior school. So I'm going to tell you how I went through a lot. That's what I just want, and I know what it is like to have low self-esteem. I know, because I've been there. I've been there. Like, I wanted to join the press club in junior school, then I couldn't join because when I even press club was like very rated then in my school. So I was like, hey, would they even accept someone like me? Like, I knew I had the talent, but I just didn't want to risk. I was just scared and all. But I'm going to tell you how I overcame my low self-esteem, and I don't know if it's going to help you overcome yours, but I hope it does. Well, when I entered GSS2, I talk a lot. How will a talkative not be able to voice out her opinions outside? Or because I usually want to contribute to 1 or 2 things. What I started doing was, I knew that my classmates were the people I was more comfortable with. Like my classmate SS3, I say SS3, like GSS2F guys and Gs. I was very comfortable with them. If I can be shy outside them, I can say, okay, I can be very free with them at least a bit. So I started by, in the class, when we're not having lectures, I'll just go in front of the class. I'll bang the table and say, announcement, I'll just say 1 or 2 stories, and sometimes they will just laugh. They'll say, boring, please, can you just go? This one, people will say, they will laugh at me, and I will go to my seat. I was able to do that for a long time. I'll go in front of the class, say 1 or 2 things. You know, I was using them to build my self-esteem. Sometimes they will laugh at me. They will call me names. But I realized that after they call me names, they laugh at me. Nothing changed. I'm still myself. I wasn't affected. So I started getting this fact that, okay, at least they won't beat you. Just say what you want to say. Just stand up for what you want to stand up for. Just do what you want to do. Nobody's going to beat you. That was what I realized. And so I started talking in front of the class, making an announcement, a bang table announcement, I'm around. Then some people just look at me, okay. While others would laugh. And before you know it, I got very comfortable speaking in front of the class. I come in front of the class and read CRS. I'll come in front of the class and read Bible. And so I was getting comfortable speaking outside, speaking up in the open. When I was in SS1, I finally joined the press club. I didn't care anymore, and I stopped cutting my hair very low. I started, at least it was manageable. So when I remember all these things, I'm like, God, is this me? Like, so SS1, I joined the press club, and it was better for me because in press club stuff, I still didn't used to talk. I was just always in one corner. I'll just be there. And but later, with time, in the hostel too, I forgot to add that in the hostel I was their radio every Saturday. My roommates, so every Saturday I'll tell them, you guys tune in. I was, there was no radio, there was no phone, so I was their chatterbox. I would just switch on my mouth like this for them. I'll start doing radio. Say, welcome to my show. This is it. I'll say, call the following numbers to request for a song. I'll use my mouth to play their song for them. Then I'll give them trending news, And with that, roommates were enjoying it, and they're like, ah, Wumi, you're really good. I mean, you should join press club. That one down. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll think about it. And so I joined press club SS1. So from my roommates and my classmates, those were the two people, or the two groups of people that I used to, let's say, overcome my self-esteem. I was able to do it so well. Like my roommates, I was open with them. I talk among them, and then with that, when I go outside, I was getting more confidence. I was building my confidence level. I was using people that are close to me to be my, like when my friends are engaged in a conversation, I make sure I try to get involved in one or two ways, so that I don't just be the one listening and then shying away from talking. So that was how I was able to overcome my low self-esteem. It wasn't easy, I'm telling you. And yes, I forgot to add, I used to talk in front of the mirror. I used to pretend like I'm in a conversation with a group of people, and yeah, so that was what helped me. So for you who might be thinking that I'm not too good enough to, I don't want people to notice that I'm fat, so let me just be on my own. I don't want people to notice that I'm not too very pretty, so I better just not say anything. I'm too scared, I'm too shy, I'm too whatever. Please, I beg you, if you don't see yourself, unknown caller, sorry about that, if you don't see yourself as pretty, I bet you nobody out there will embrace you as pretty. Because I used to see myself as very ugly, and that's why everybody around me were looking at me in that ugly manner. So I think first of all, you have to learn to love yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and appreciate yourself. If it's your hair that is spoiling, you look for somewhere around your face that will boost your confidence. My eyes are very pretty. These eyes, they're 1 in a million. I know nobody has this kind of my eye. I know nobody has this kind of my nose. Just appreciate yourself and love yourself. If you can do that, then I don't think anybody else outside there will be able to look at you in one kind of manner that you will feel bad about. So my first tip or opinion I'll just like to tell you is love yourself. Love yourself. Embrace yourself. Look at yourself that you're beautiful. Be proud of yourself. Then after that, confidence will come in. The moment you're seeing yourself, like, I'm not saying you should be proud. Pride is different from confidence. Please, let's be guided. You can balance both. I say both. Sorry, you can be confident. So just try and be strong. Look at yourself in the mirror, which starts with your small clique of friends. If you cannot talk in front of your friends, how do you not want to talk in front of people you don't even know? So use your friends to practice. You know that whatever, they'll just laugh at you. But then they will laugh at you 99 times. One day to get to a point where they won't laugh at you because you're already confident. You've gotten to that level. So use your friends to practice. Talk among them. Engage in conversations. Be free with them. Don't always be mute when an important conversation is going on, and you'll be fine. I promise you, if I can overcome that. As I was saying, but me, I'm no more short now. I'm no more short. I'm no more that tintiling girl of those days. I'm sure average height, but I'm not short. Let's be guided. But in the end, look at me here today. Would you ever believe that I once had low self-esteem? Because I have been able to conquer it. So I want you to believe in yourself and try and as much as possible to conquer low self-esteem. That's all we can take today on this talk show, the Women's Talk Show. Please, I beg you, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to see your comments